Okay, 3 panels in this lesson: chat, sessions, channels. These are the day-to-day surfaces, the ones you will use most often. Let us go. Chat panel first. You have already seen the basics. Conversation history. Input box, send button. So, let me point out the things that are not obvious, the stuff you might miss. Number 1. Per session overrides. Top right of the chat panel, you can override the model, the thinking level, the reasoning mode, and a few other knobs, just for this session. So, if you usually run Sonnet, but you want one specific conversation to use Opus, you do not have to edit configuration. You just override here. The override persists for the session. Other sessions keep using your defaults. Clean. Number 2. Voice over WebRTC. There is a voice button. It uses OpenAI real-time over WebRTC to give you voice in and voice out, right inside the browser. Click it. Give your browser microphone permission, and you can talk to the agent. Tool calls still happen. Streaming still happens. It is a properly integrated voice mode, not a bolt-on. Number 3. Tool call streaming. When the agent invokes a tool, you see live output cards as the tool runs. So if it calls a search tool, you see the search query, the partial results coming back, and then the agent continuation. You can scroll back through those cards later. They persist in the conversation. Really useful when you want to understand what happened. Number 4. Slash commands. You can type /status, /usage tokens, /reset, /new, /think, /model, and a long list of others, right in the chat input. /help shows the full list. These same commands work in the TUI and in channel chats too, so anything you learn here transfers. Sessions panel next. The sessions panel lists every session, keyed by agent and scope. So DM sessions usually look like agent : main. Group sessions look like agent : main : Slack : channel : CXXX. Group chat sessions in iMessage look like agent : main : emessage : group : some chat ID. Sub-agent sessions, the ones spawned by other agents, are tagged with subagent and a UUID. You can switch between sessions. Override per session settings. Clear sessions. The sessions panel is also where you go to inspect what context a particular session has accumulated, which is super useful when something feels off. A practical note: DM sessions, by default, all collapse into one main session per channel and user. So your Telegram DM and your WhatsApp DM might both feel like the same conversation. Group chats, by contrast, are isolated per group. That is by design. You can change the DM scope policy, and we cover that in Module 6. Channels panel. This is the operation surface for every messaging integration you have configured. Each channel shows a status indicator. Green dot, connected. Red dot, there is a problem. Click into a channel and you can see in UI configuration, last message timestamps, current pairing requests if there are any, and any per channel diagnostics. For some channels, like WhatsApp and Signal, you also see the QR pair flow, where you scan a code with your phone to link the bot. The channels panel is also where pairing requests will pile up if you have any. When a new user DMs your bot for the first time, that creates a pairing request. You approve it from this panel or from the command line with OpenClaw pairing approve. Alright, that is chat, sessions, channels. In the next lesson, we cover cron jobs, skills, nodes, and execution approvals. See you in the next one.